Welcome everyone, welcome to RJ Boxing. Today we're going to be doing another one of our preview and fight prediction. Today we're going to be doing Billam-Smith vs Riakporhe.
Yeah, make sure you stay tuned to the end of this video though, because we're going to give some breakdown and analysis first, as Rav just said. We're going to save our predictions to the end for this one, and you can let us know what you think afterwards.
And you can give us a stick if we're wrong.
So yeah, this fight is Billam-Smith versus Richard Riakporhe. It's their rematch. Their first fight was 5 years ago now, back in 2019. It was a proper good scrap, but that was down at like domestic British level. This is now for a world title, which Billam-Smith recently won. So it shows since then, even though it was a close fight, Billam-Smith took the loss in. It was a split decision. They both improved massively. They both got to world level now. So we should be looking at two much better fighters going at it in the ring this time. So yeah, Rav, we're obviously dealing with two very good British fighters here, both at world level now. What do you think Richard Riakporhe has to do to get the win in this fight again?
To get the win in this fight, I think Richard Riakporhe has got to try and move a bit better in this fight, because he likes to utilise power, but his movement's not brilliant. It's good, but against Billam-Smith, Billam-Smith has got brilliant movement, so he needs to up his game. Billam-Smith has got unique boxing skills, so Riakporhe has to work on his footwork. So if he works on his footwork, he can definitely win this fight. He's got the knockout power, he's got great power, like you saw in his last fight in the 7th round. He nearly knocked him out. He had a 10 count. He was so close to beating him with a knockout. So I think he's going to do it again. He's going to do it with ease. He's just got to work on his footwork and he's going to smash it. Billam-Smith lost the last fight on decision. What do you think he's got to do to win this fight?
Well, first up, I think he's a much better fighter than he was back then in 2019. I think most people say it about him. Back then, you probably would have said he ain't even going to get to British level, or might do well to become British champion. The fact that he's gone on to become a world champion, one of the best cruiserweights out there right now, shows you how hard he's worked. And I think that hard work has made him a better boxer. It's made him fitter. It's made him work his arse off in the ring as well as outside of the ring. So he's just going to be a handful for Riakporhe, like he was in the first fight. But I think the difference now will be that he's got a more tighter guard. He's got a bit of a neater style. He'll pace himself through the rounds a lot more. He is now an experienced world-class fighter. I actually think Billam-Smith goes in there as the wiser, older fighter, experience-wise anyway in this one. And Riakporhe's the guy that hasn't improved quite as much. So yeah, I just think Billam-Smith from the beginning has got to jump on him, rush him, push him back. Riakporhe has slowed down a lot. When you look at their first fight, he was swinging bombs with Billam-Smith the whole time. He hasn't fought like that for a long time. He's quite standoffish now, a bit like Deontay Wilder, and will just wait to land that right hand straight down the middle. It works, but if he can't tag Billam-Smith with it clean, he could get outworked all night. So I think, yeah, Billam-Smith, just work hard, keep pushing Riakporhe back, but be a little bit smarter as well. Talking point in this one, before we give our predictions, is that it's at Selhurst Park, Crystal Palace Stadium. There's going to be thousands of fans in there cheering on Riakporhe. This is his hometown. He's a big Crystal Palace fan, so loads of people are going to be there supporting him. Will this play a part in either fighter's performances? You think it would really hype Riakporhe up, but Rav, do you think the crowd will go against Billam-Smith, or do you think he'll be able to handle the situation and be super motivated anyway?
I think it's going to put him under pressure, but I think he's going to fold under pressure and going to come and really push it even harder. It's going to make him even more determined. But with Billam-Smith, he's going to be more hungry because he's got the loss. So Riakporhe's really got to stick it on him. He's really got to stick it on him. Like I said, he's got to work on his footwork. He can't just rely on power, because Billam-Smith is a really good boxer.
Yeah, if you think about it, they both got massive motivation here. Riakporhe is fighting in front of his home fans at his favourite football team's football stadium, trying to win the world title, and Billam-Smith has got to defend that world title, and he gets to try and beat a guy that handed him a professional loss. So yeah, both guys are going to be super motivated for this one. That should make it a proper good scrap. Rav, go first. Rav, who do you think is going to win this fight and how?
Right, I think Riakporhe's going to win this fight. He's going to be a knockout. I think he's going to do it in the 7th round. He didn't do it last time in the 7th round, nearly did. He had to give a 10 count. So this time he's going to do it. It's going to be a knockout. It's going to be a straight cross, bang on the chin, and knocking him out.
Right, Rav's going Riakporhe, I'm going Billam-Smith, so we're going against each other again in this one. We've been going against each other in a lot of fights lately, but it shows how good and close these big fights that are getting made now. that you can really make a good case for either one winning. Yeah, as I said, I'm going Billam-Smith. I think he's going to get the revenge. He's going to get the win, defend his world title, and I think he's going to do it just by, as I said earlier in the video, working Riakporhe, pushing him back, being busy, hunting the body, hunting the head, not giving Riakporhe a second to rest, but also boxing smarter than he did in the first fight too. Because if you look in the first fight, he was outworking Riakporhe, he was troubling Riakporhe, but then he was also quite loose defensively and he was getting hit back with big shots, which is why he got knocked down and obviously lost points and that. So this fight, he should be a lot neater, and I think he wins a unanimous decision, but probably by about 2-3 rounds on each card. But yeah, make sure you tune in, people, because it's a big British fight Saturday night at Crystal Palace Stadium. Don't miss it.
Let us know in the comments of what you think, who's going to win, and give us stick, whoever the winner is.
Yeah, let's go.